Hello, welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking Beer. My name is Josh.
My name is Alec.
It's November now.
Monday.
It's Monday. It's November the 8th.
I don't remember how my shit's set up usually. I'm broken. Hi.
I don't know, but the time has changed. We're now an hour in the past.
Like Australia.
Yeah.
Back in time.
It's, I've never really, ever noticed the time change.
I did this time, bro. I woke up at like 6 in the morning and I was pissed. I was like, ugh.
This was the first time I've felt the time change.
Yeah. I woke up and I was like notably exhausted. I was like, this shit again? And you know what? I want to talk about this. Wasn't it voted out of circulation?
It was.
And I looked up on the internet and it's like, yeah, Congress or whoever is like debating on the effects. And I was like, that's not what voting is for, you dickheads.
Well, it's going on to the next step.
Phase 2. Do you guys want to cancel it? Yes. Phase 2. Are you sure?
Today we're drinking a beer brewed down the street at a local brewery. It's called Mosaic from Institution.
1 month expired.
Get over it.
Josh didn't look at the expiration date.
You're right, because I know it's a beer I like.
It is a good beer. Ooh. It's a fucking stanky boy.
Definitely only ever had it on draft. These are what I would get all the time when I would go to Clubhouse.
Really dense smelling. Really like thick. I could just gargle it through my nose.
Well, this month expired.
Cheers. I want to look up the next phase.
It tastes exactly the same.
It actually does.
Next phase of the vote for the daylight savings?
Yeah. Why not?
Well, I was actually talking to my dad about it yesterday because I opened the curtains downstairs and I was
Dad,
like,
where'd the sun go? Well, son.
I was like, well, it's only 5:30 and it's fucking dark out. And I was like, this is some bullshit. And I've been fucking exhausted all fucking day.
Bro, you should have been at the comedy show last night. It ended at like 9:30. I walk out and the sun's still up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Still see. It's like 9 o'clock.
But he said it has to, so it was voted here. It passed locally. Now it has to go up to the next phase of government and then through the... I don't know. I trust my dad.
That makes no sense because they're like, yo, can we make marijuana legal? California's like, yeah. And the federal government's like, okay, well, like, just so you know, we still think it's legal. And then they're like, hey, can we change the time, please? Like, you know, the one setting in every device you ever have, you can just change it at a whim. Can we change the time, please? And the government's like, I don't know about that one. Let's see. State legislature continues to grapple with the vexing and multifaceted state policy question regarding the binaural changing the clocks. Most of all states have considered legislation over the last several years that would replace the state permanently on either standard of daylight savings time. Borp. Since 2015, at least 350 bills. Oh my God, who is fucking doing this, man? I'm just going to start showing up an hour late to work and being like, dude, I voted for the time to be changed. Get with it.
Why?
Just the most passive-aggressive...
By 2/3.
Revolt. Yeah, I know. We hit all the... I know we've hit all the things legally. It's been years, though. It's been 3 years.
Yeah, it's just Congress being lazy.
In the last 4 years, 19 states have enacted legislation... No, you know what it is? They're going like, oh, we would really like to, but like there's this whole pandemic thing that we have to like you can't sign one piece of paper. Come on, assholes. Congress would have to act before states. Good.
I have the reason.
Good.
So it says, inaction by Congress means California and other states looking to end the time change currently aren't allowed to stay on daylight savings time throughout the year. That's due to the Uniform Time Act of 1966, which stipulates states can't unilaterally act on DST without federal approval.
We're the only fucking state that apparently requires that. How crazy is that?
We need federal approval.
We need federal approval. California is the only one on that graph that is a part of that. That is some bullshit, dude.
However, the law permits states to remain on daylight standard time year round, which is why Hawaii and most of Arizona don't participate in the twice yearly clock changes.
It's so dumb, dude. I don't know which one. I'd want to be on the other one, the one we were just on. I think that's the one I'd prefer.
Yeah.
Because it's not bright as hell at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. That fucks with me. And it's bright all day.
In the morning or evening?
Pick one. It's bright.
Because
it's bright longer.
Right now it's going to be bright at 5 in the morning.
Sun's still... Oh, it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah. But it's going to be dark in an hour.
Yeah. I like the other time.
So dark later.
Well, hang on.
Well, dark later in the morning.
How dark and how light, how soon?
Okay, 5 in the morning, what do you expect it to
dark.
be? Dark. So yes. Dark later in the morning.
Yes.
Light.
It shouldn't be light in the morning till like 9 in the morning.
Well, it's like 6.
Should be like
6 or 7.
Dark.
7 is when the sun usually rises. And
yeah, I
sets.
know. Thanks for the weather app.
Yes.
Yes. My man.
I got you on the affirmatives and negatives.
Do you?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, that's my guy.
I'll be here all day.
Really, really hanging in there with those affirmatives.
I'd hit the claps.
Yeah. So I'll talk about that too for a second. My computer got updated and Reason doesn't work with the new update. It says not to use it because it could corrupt files and break shit. So not only am I not using the soundboard, I learned the hard way I shouldn't record any new songs.
Good old Apple.
It's not Apple, it's Reason because
But you did your Mac OS update?
Yeah, it has like automatic updates. So it's like, do you want to update? And I was like,
Apple broke your Reason.
No, Reason is, I'm learning, more and more garbage than I
could have told
signed
you
up
that.
for. I should have known that.
You were like using
every day
Reason 3 in 2017.
Every day I get closer to being like, fuck it, and just going to Logic. I'm like...
You should have already done that when you got your Mac Mini.
I know. But I was a Reason fanboy. And it's so bad, dude. They recently released an update, and guess what they released as part of the update? HD graphics. That's it. Full stop.
For like your fucking...
In 2020, yeah.
Nice.
Because everything that is there, it's like in a 480p, so it's all blurry and shit when you zoom in and stuff. They finally recently updated it, and it's like just some updated graphics, and then like some of the tools, like there's like a pencil tool. They added a curve tool, and they're like, here you go, that's $130, please. And I'm like, I'm not fucking paying for that. And they're like, why not? We also added this one new thing. And I was like, what? They're like, it's a color palette. We have a customizable color palette. You guys are ass. I'm so mad.
In case you want to make your layout color customized.
No.
Color coordinated.
I do, but shouldn't that just kind of be a part of the program already?
You have fucking anime pictures on your racks.
Yeah, and guess what? They're not HD. So who's losing? Me. I'm losing. I put all that work in for fucking 480p pictures, dude.
What is this? The fucking Stone Ages?
What? What is this? Oh, the fucking Stone Ages, huh?
Yeah.
Baba Booey. What are you talking about?
Because you're using something that's so old.
It's 2 years old.
But it's so far behind.
It is far. Yes, it's not old. It's relatively. They do have Reason 12 out now, but
it's in the Stone Ages.
It is far behind. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
I was like, they had DAWs in the stuff. It was like cavemen be like, hunga, 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 boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. Hunga.
Yes. Precisely.
Yes. Hit me with those affirmatives. What's the opposite of affirmative? Negatives?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Staying solid with the affirmatives.
It's just a response.
What the fuck was it? Okay, yeah. It's not old. It's just behind. It's way behind. And I think a lot of it is because they don't listen to me. I send them a lot of emails. I'm like, you know what would be a great idea? Not fucking this up. And they're like, let's fuck it up.
If you have like a program that crashes, right, and it asks you to fill out like a crash report, do you?
Actually, yeah, I do. Just because...
I can tell.
What?
You're that kind of person
Wha-
that would do that.
What? Why? Is that a bad thing? Should I
No,
not?
it's not a bad thing.
Should I not try to improve the Apple experience for all users across the platform?
Nah.
That's what they're trying to do, bro. They're not stealing my information,
Well, they are.
right?
They are.
You wouldn't do that.
You don't even cover up your camera.
It watches me jack off. It likes it.
It's probably not. You probably just record it,
You got me.
but have it angled down so you can't see your face.
Have you been subscribing to my OnlyFans?
I'm in your camera.
You're the one hacking into it?
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
I leave mine open because I never have this laptop open, so there's no point.
Well, this one just stays here, right?
Yeah. I took it to school once because I needed it to work on my LinkedIn profile.
Do they make you do that as part of the class? They're like, yo, the first thing we got to do is make your ass look employable.
It was to help us get a job in the future. We didn't have to.
Yeah, make your ass look employable.
I guess, yeah. But it wasn't like a mandatory. He was doing it to help us. It wasn't like part of the class. He was like, today we're not going to do anything, but we're going to work on your LinkedIn profiles.
That's cool. I mean, I often say my favorite teacher experience is when I was in U.S. history in senior year, and they were like, yo, we're not going to learn anything today. We're just going to talk about how much rent costs and like what you should do with a credit card. And he's like, this is like my life experience with it. And then like everyone went around and shared stories, been like, yeah, my dad says this and my mom said this, or like my mom like always goes shopping and puts it all on the credit card, and my dad like hits her, and like just weird shit like that, no big deal.
Well,
But I learned more from that class than I have in most classes.
they don't teach you those practical life skills in school.
No, I mean, and that's the thing is like why would they want you to?
They teach you how to become slaves.
Well, if they want, look, if you were working for a credit card company, you wouldn't want people to know how a credit card company operates, right? Because
I would tell them.
Okay, well, you have good business ethics, but I feel like for the majority of people, it's like, yo, if we tell them and like, I still don't even know how it works, but I know you want like a low APR or whatever, but like, if everyone knew how to do it, you probably wouldn't make a lot of money. You kind of depend on those people being ignorant of the system and being like, oh, this is just my credit card, blank.
I think everybody knows how it works. It's just it's stigmatized where it's like, oh, it's unlimited money. When it's not. I mean, you have a limit.
It was never stigmatized like that to me. I mean, I was very
But that's how it's portrayed in like
movies,
media
yeah.
for children.
Yeah, every sitcom I see too is like there's always that one character which is like an insane amount of credit card debt.
Yeah, or just like really deep pockets.
Yeah, well, you got it. Because I mean, you know what's funny is like I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, I watched like Frasier or How I Met Your Mother, or pick any number of TV shows. There's always got to be that one character who's just got money. Because without the character with money, shit wouldn't happen. You watch the show Two Broke Girls, they're just going to work every day. And it's just like, you can't write with that. You need characters who have money, who can do things and get into...
Nobody wants to watch a show with a broke protagonist.
No, because they're not doing anything. All they're trying to do is hustle. Like Ed and Eddie maybe, but that's just like a kid's show, right? So like imagine a sitcom where it's like, hey, we're poor. Like even Modern Family, like everyone there is like a realtor or
They're professionals.
They're professionals. Like they do that thing for a living, and like that's great, obviously. But like, I just feel like I know so many more people who have like 3 kids and 2 jobs at like Del Taco and like Pizza Hut, And I feel like, like of course those shows wouldn't catch on. They're just working all the time. They go to parties once a month.
They have mild success in the reality market, where it's like people like seeing like the grittiness of people's real lives, even though it's like
Sure,
they might start out
Undercover Boss.
no, like fucking like Honey Boo Boo shit like that. Just make more money.
Yes, just stop being poor.
do that.
What's up, plug?
Or like fucking Teen Moms
Yeah.
back in the day, like when it first started. People liked watching One, because it's like, oh, that's not me or my kids. Like,
Thank God I didn't get. Thank God I didn't keep the baby.
yeah. And then you just die. Yeah, give someone else your debt.
Seriously.
But like people like seeing like the realness of it. Granted, as it goes on, it gets more scripted. But
what I'm saying is, like, it can never be like a sitcom. It's always it's always like it's basically like Cops, or the real world of people in Ventura County, or like Jeopardy, or like Maury. Right? There's like shows of Maury. Like you get 15 minutes of fame. They're like, how wild and poor are you?
yeah,
And you are not the father.
Jerry Springer.
Yeah, it's like shit like that, and that's the attention span of people being like, let's look at the poors today. Click. If they still use remotes. Hey, Google TV. Google TV. Turn on
Just
poor
changes
people.
the fucking channel.
There should be a poor people network. Po folks.
Yeah, it's called Not Cable. It's free.
It's called
free satellite TV.
It's called television.
It's the first 32 channels.
Get Hulu, you broke bitch.
Hulu's more expensive than fucking a cable.
Well,
A single cable.
just one cable. Hulu's got the packages of like live TV though, right? So it's like basically
Yeah,
the
and
same.
it's like $70 a month when you can get basic cable for like $40.
That's crazy. I always thought it was way more than that.
Well, let's look. Let's go on Spectrum.com right now.
Spectrum owns fucking Hulu.
Well, no, but how much like packages are? Or not? Don't even need a fucking package.
I didn't ever see that episode with the KKK members in a black family, but I am interested.
Yeah, Spectrum TV for $44.99.
That's crazy. Is that just cable?
No contract. Yeah, it's just TV.
HD TV? HD better be fucking standard.
Well, I think it depends on your TV.
Well, I think most TVs are HD, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
I don't want to look like a stupid asshole on the internet.
Now, how much is Hulu?
I think Hulu's like $70 for like the highest package. Saturday Night Live.
I used to not think that was live.
I still don't think it is. Well, I know some of it's probably like spliced in. What they do is they do rehearsals, and if they fuck up, like they'll play the
Just
rehearsal.
like a really good take.
Yeah. So I know that does happen.
So if you want Hulu with no ads, $12.99. Or if you want Hulu with live TV, $64.99. Or if you want it with no ads, it's $71 a month. But live TV will still have ads
Yeah.
because it's live TV. The cameras aren't always on.
That's hilarious.
You're just fucking watching the news and the people are just sitting there scrolling on their phones at the fucking desks.
I so pale. Give me some fucking coffee, intern. I'd watch that news channel. That's a news channel where a titty pops out every now and then, and you're just like, "Good morning, America."
But it doesn't happen on Good Morning America.
Did you see the one of Good Morning America? And there's that guy like mixing his drink, and it's like for sure alcohol, and he's like drinking. He's like doing a spring break coverage or something, and he's just like getting progressively more drunk through the show.
No, I did not.
Oh my god, that shit is gold.
And yeah, if you're watching it on, like, if you're watching live TV on Hulu, it is delayed. Yes,
Gotcha.
because I've watched football games on here, but it wasn't on Hulu. It was on like the NFL app, and it's delayed from the game downstairs on real TV.
Yeah. But could you imagine being like, I mean, yeah, I guess if it's only $40 a month and you get, you're going to get for sure NFL games that are, at least local.
Yeah, but Sunday Ticket's the way to go.
Isn't that only through Dish
No,
or DirecTV?
you can get it. I mean, you just watch them online.
For sure.
That's what I do. It's like you're fucking watching the New Year's Eve ball drop on Hulu TV and you're 30 seconds behind.
Could you imagine? Get your New Year's kiss. You're just like late.
You hear everyone else cheering. It's like, it still has time.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. See, now that would be in a sitcom of poor people. Or rich people, because poor people can't afford the fucking Hulu subscription. Yeah. It's still a funny bit for rich people only.
Poor people will just go there.
But yeah, poor people get invited to the party.
Would you ever go watch the ball drop?
In Times Square?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would.
I wouldn't want to.
Here's why. Here's 100% why. The security guard who does security for the talent at the New Year's Eve ball drop does security for our venue. So I'd get like special access or something. Probably, I don't know.
Probably not. No,
probably not. But still,
fucking shaking hands with Ryan Seacrest.
Did you call him Brian?
Ryan.
Brian.
Shaking hands with fucking Ryan Seacrest.
Brian Treecrest.
Who are you?
You're just like, Brian Treecrest?
Who are you?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Brian Treecrest.
Like, who the fuck is this asshole? Doesn't know who Ryan Seacrest is.
One more time? And performing this holiday season, Maria Carey. I had to hit that. You can't call someone Care.
I mean, you can.
Maria Carey.
If you don't care.
I don't care.
Yes.
Yes. Takes out a flask. I live for this shit. Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of weird ads recently.
How so?
So I forgot what I was watching, but I think it was on YouTube. I got an ad for a medication. Guess what it was for?
Mesothelioma.
No, it was for schizophrenia.
What? That's a fucked up ad to receive. If I got that ad, I'd be like, I fucking have schizophrenia. How did they know?
The thing that I found peculiar about it was the guy in the ad his job is
the
guy in the ad, his job is one that I am open to doing. It's a data analyst. And he was like, I'm a data analyst and I suffer from schizophrenia. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I see patterns and numbers that aren't there.
I was like, what the fuck is this ad? Why am I receiving this? Is it because I like data analyzing? Or is it because I have schizophrenia? Do I have both?
Dude,
what is going on?
Zuck knows. Zuck sold your shit. He's like, dude, this guy, I know him. He's got this crazy, like, fucking podcast. He's just weird dude, definitely schizophrenic, never been diagnosed. His friend's also retarded. It's the whole thing. Just, let's take one of them out. Take out the schizophrenic first. He's the brains behind the operation. Go.
I just want to meet my other friends. And I'll never be able to. They just live in my head.
Damn.
And the other ad is this one that I saw, and I was like, this is fucking retarded. So
retarded.
We're going to watch it and listen to it.
Samsung Neo QLED TVs out in the world to show you how good me and my heist film Red Notice look on them. You'll want to steal them, but don't. Heists are for the movies.
I don't know.
Why is he talking like Donald Trump?
It's against the law.
You want to steal it,
definitely
but
not a
don't.
marketing
It's a very
stunt that
big
could
TV.
result in you grabbing a Samsung TV off a billboard. Not today, pal.
I looked online to see if there was any like account of these TVs actually being placed at bus stops, and I didn't find anything.
It probably all got stolen already.
Well, there was no like publication of it. It was just this ad that said, yeah, they're at bus stops. But don't take them. There's a great TV, but don't take it. But I looked and I looked for like a solid
But don't steal
5 minutes. So I probably didn't do enough digging. But it's to promote his new fucking movie. But I couldn't find any accounts.
Why is that weird to you?
Because why? That's like, it's such like a
Fox guarding the hen house kind of thing?
It's like what? It's like a crazy stunt. It's like that one company that made bulletproof glass that put $1 million in the fucking the marquee. It's like, break this glass, you get this money, but you can't fucking break it. It's like one of those. It's like the equivalent of David Blaine having himself sit up in the air for like 14 days. It's just crazy. It's wild. It's one of those things that you don't expect.
They wildin'.
It's out there. It's like so
Keep going. More adjectives.
left field,
And?
unexpected.
And?
That's it.
You can do more.
I can't.
I thought you had a ton inside you.
I'm illiterate.
All right. You were going strong.
I just learned what pigeonholed meant today.
What does it mean?
You know what pigeonholed means? Mm-mm. I forgot. So let's look
I
it up.
forgore.
Let's look it up together.
Yeah. I think that ad is particularly weird because they go, "Don't steal this." That's like, hey.
Reverse psychology, they want you to steal them.
Yeah.
To pigeonhole
Oh,
is to...
I thought it was pigeonholed.
Well, it can be used in the past tense.
Get put in a cubicle.
Assigned a particular category or class, especially in a manner that is too rigid or exclusive. Pigeonholing.
So
If you get pigeonholed, you're assigned a specific category.
stereotyped.
Sure.
That's unavoidable.
A tendency to pigeonhole him as a photographer and neglect his work in sculpture and painting.
Got it. So like, if Donald Glover was like, "I'm an actor," and I'm like, "Fuck you, you're a rapper," and he's like, "No, don't pigeonhole me.
Yeah.
You're only seeing one aspect of me. I'm a multifaceted individual.
Yes.
I'm very talented." Yes.
I'm sure they do have insurance on the TVs.
They for sure do. They probably make way more money if you steal the TVs. They probably took that bet. They're like, "Yo, we want people to steal these TVs, and we'll make money off of it." You know, we should buy a really tall building and get a really nice terrorist policy on it.
You can also enter to win one of the TVs.
One of those shitty ones from the bus stops.
Well, a set, like a whole
What
setup.
a flex, too. Imagine, like, waking up at 4 in the morning to get to your job, and you have to take a bus. And you get there, and it's just a big, fucking loud, bright screen right behind you. You don't even have coffee yet. You're just like, I just want to fucking die. And the Rock's just, like, blowing up bridges and shit behind you. You're like, this is going to be a terrible day at work. That'd be fucking awful. It'd be fucking terrible.
The TV cost
9/11 was for sure insurance fraud, and the entire Afghanistan war was the cover-up. Also, America committed a war crime over the weekend. That's one of those birthday things. They did a drone strike in Afghanistan or Iran or Iraq, one of those neighboring countries in the Middle East. And they were going for one target and ended up killing 10 civilians. So that was
gonna be covered up. Who cares?
not chill. Yeah, they
No one
only
gives
said
a fuck.
they ran their own investigation. America was like, after investigation, we've discovered that miscommunicated intelligence is the cause for this, but it is not qualified as a war crime. And I'm like, dude, you killed 10 innocent people.
So if I'm playing a video game that has prevention like that built in, if I shoot a civilian, I have to start over. Why can't I just kill civilians in video games? It's not real.
I need more context for that.
That's the same
What is
thing.
this, the Stone Ages?
It's committing a war crime. But the game is like, nah, dog, you can't do that.
Go back 10 spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to redo it. Mm-hmm. The games know better.
Oh, yeah. Like, so, like, if you're doing, like, a shooting mission or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, you shot the wrong target.
The new Call of Duty came out on the 5th. I've been playing that all weekend.
Okay.
And the campaign,
So.
not good. 9 missions, about 4 hours.
You're done already?
Yeah.
Beat the game in 4 hours?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
There's a
Bitch.
there's a portion where we're running through 2 train tunnels, and there's like a whole bunch of civilians down there hiding from
You
bombings.
with a gun.
Hiding from bombings.
What are you scared? I free you.
Basically, that is what happened. There's like
You are released.
there was a curve, and there's just a dude sitting on the ground, like
He's got a
scared.
gun.
And I shoot him. It's like you can't kill civilians. And I was like, shit. Like, how am I supposed to know? It was the first time I shot a civilian in the whole game. It was the very fucking last mission of the game.
It's good that you made it that far. Like,
There was no other civilians at that point.
you know, there's probably a lot fewer American military members active right now with way higher numbers.
Probably.
Let's look that up. I want to look up the.
I don't think you'll find that data.
No, I'm talking about just the drone strike.
Oh.
killing 10 civilians.
I was like, they're not going to have a leaderboard of fucking
That would be hilarious.
like,
What's the
fucking Chris Kyle?
What's the t-shirt we want to make? The KDA of like Hitler, Stalin, and
These
everyone.
3 men combined.
Yeah. That's crazy. U.S. drone strike. Reaper drone followed a car for hours and then fired based on evidence it was carrying explosives, but in-depth video analysts and interviews at the site cast doubt on the account.
Did it explode?
They blew it up, yeah, in
Then it
Kabul.
had explosives in it.
It exploded when the U.S. missile struck it.
That's evidence enough.
And then,
Case closed.
and then it had gasoline in it
Explosives.
and children.
Explosives.
But here's the thing. The war with Afghanistan, right, should be over. And the military called it a righteous strike, a drone attack after hours of surveillance on August 29th. So they're like, hey, war's over. Psych, bitch.
It's me doing 5 minutes of research to figure out if the TVs were actually thrown into the wild. Granted, they're only $1,100. Mm-hmm. How long did they follow the car?
It
just
said
says hours. That's the equivalent.
2 hours? Yeah. Let's do that is the military equivalent of a 5-minute Google search. Hey, we've been flying over this guy for like 2 hours, and we think he's got bombs in the car. He's been driving for 2 hours? That motherfucker's definitely going to blow up somewhere.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
If not by us. You know,
But by, someone.
they might just blow up themselves.
Military officials said they did not know the identity of the car's driver when the drone fired, but deemed him suspicious because of how he interpreted his activities that day, saying he possibly visited an ISIS safe house and at that point loaded what they thought could be explosives into a car. So they followed somebody and they're like, definitely leaving the house, no explosives in the car. Stops close to an ISIS warehouse, possibly explosives in the car. Possibly produce, but more likely explosives.
Just bags of flour.
Yeah, probably stuff to feed people and his family, but also probably just black powder and a lot of explosives.
Could have been fertilizer.
Could have been.
Can only buy like 10 bags at Walmart at a time.
Boom. Look at that. That was a fucking tight... It had to go between all those ceilings. That was a fucking nade shot. That was fucking specific. Mr. Ahmadi, 43, worked since 2006 as an electrical engineer for Nutrition and Educational International, a California-based aid group, the morning of the strike. Dude. Boss called from the office at around 8:45 and asked him to pick up his laptop. Definitely a bomb.
Suspicious.
Definitely suspicious.
It could be used to remote detonate something.
It could. They use cell phones. I asked him if he was still at home, and he said yes. The country director said in an interview, the NEI's office in Kabul, like the rest of Mr. Ahmadi's colleagues, he spoke on conditions of anonymity because of his association with American companies in Afghanistan. So this dude was like, that's like being like, getting a call from Jeff Bezos, you're working in Kabul, Amazon, and Jeff Bezos is like, yo, I left my router that I connect the entire Amazon server to. And the US was like, don't do it, buddy. Don't you fucking do it.
Not today.
Not today. God forbid you pick up a computer with electrical engineering specs on it. It is unclear if the officials were referring to the one of the 3 stops in Mr. Ahmadi made to pick up 2 passengers and a laptop on his way to work. That's so crazy. This dude picked up a laptop and 2 other people, and they're just like bombs.
Terrorists.
Kill him. Probable cause. Man. Yo.
Gotta love
After stopping, this is so sad, but I can't help but like want to like giggle through it because I'm like, that's just a bad day. After stopping to pick up breakfast, Mr. Ahmadi and his 2 passengers arrived at NEI's office, where security camera footage obtained the times recorded their arrival at 9:35. Later that morning, Ahmadi drove some co-workers to a Taliban-occupied police station downtown, where they said the requested permission to distribute food to refugees in a nearby park Mr. Amadi and 3 passengers returned to the office around 2 p.m. These motherfuckers picked up a laptop, picked up his friends, and he's like, let's hand out food at the park to people, and then got blown up.
Suspicious.
That's the least chill thing you can do.
You know, you gotta love confirmation bias.
That's insane. Is he like one of the only people that had a car out there? There's no other rolling probable cause?
Nope.
Half hour later, found with a hose of streaming water with the help of a guard, he filled several empty plastic containers. According to his coworkers, water deliveries had stopped his neighbors after the collapse of the government in the Ahmadi and bringing home water from the office. This dude picked up a laptop, handed out food and water, and they're like,
Suspicious.
that's fucking suspicious, bro. You know who he's feeding? You know who he's giving food to?
Future terrorists.
Terrorists. He's fucking feeding and watering terrorists. We don't want to feed or water terrorists. Blow them up. Dude, this is so sad to read. Like,
So stop reading it.
I know, right?
Stop feeling feelings for a terrorist.
The car's engine was still... I'm going to read the ending of it. The car's engine was still running when the sudden blast happened, and the room was sprayed and with shattered glass and the windows. Rommel recalled? I don't even know what that word is. He staggered to his feet. Where are the
Well, that's
children?
his
He
name.
asked his wife.
Someone's name.
Oh, Ramal? Yeah, probably. They're outside. Ramal ran out into the courtyard. He saw his nephew, Faisal, 16. He had fallen from the exterior staircase, his torso and head grievously wounded by shrapnel. He wasn't breathing. Amid the smoke and fire, he saw another dead nephew before neighbors arrived and pulled him away. Yeah, I heard the youngest one to die was 10 years old, and it was like just a bunch of kids. Anyway.
Slight miscalculation.
Dude, it's a little more. Botched drone strike killed 10 civilians in Kabul. Is it Kabul or Kabul? Kabul. I keep hearing different
It's
pronunciations.
not Kabul.
I keep hearing Kabul, but I think it's Kabul.
It's not Kabul.
It's Kabul.
Yeah.
It's like that. Honest mistake. And this is what I was talking about. They said they deemed it legal. Honest mistake. U.S. strike that killed Afghan civilians was legal. Pentagon.
The probable cause.
Well, they were in a terrorist area, and they looked like the terrorists, and they had a car, which terrorists often drive when they drive places, and they had things that could be explosives.
That's all you need.
Dude.
What are they going to do? Sue the U.S. military for emotional damage? It's not gonna work. They're not gonna win.
When there is no accountability for a mistake this grave and this costly, it sends a message all the way through the command structure and the killing. Dude, this is the U.S. government just being like, oh, you thought this was over? This is for 9/11, bitch.
Well,
and this is for 9/11.
Imagine what would happen if the U.S. were to say,
just start killing civilians.
If they were to just be like, we fucked up, that wouldn't go over well. If they were to admit, like, yeah, we killed 10 people because we fucked up, that wouldn't end well.
But at the end of the day, that is what happened.
It is. But they're not going to say, like, yeah, we miscalculated some information. Right.
We got it wrong, bro.
They're not going to say that.
Damn.
There'd be fucking riots all over the world.
That's crazy to me. Like, I heard that recently, and I was like, yo, the fact that they can investigate their own war crime and be like, we're innocent.
Well,
that's fucked up.
It's excused as probable cause.
I don't know about the legality of it, obviously. I'm just saying, when I heard it, they're like, yeah, the Pentagon deemed it's war crime, not a war crime.
To take a completely unbiased approach, you need to look into the man's background, what he's done.
He was feeding and watering terrorists.
More than just earlier in the day, right? You got to look back what he's done the last, 5 years.
An electrical engineer.
What did he do with that? Like, the fucking...
He worked at
a
California-based company.
You gotta look at their past, man. I don't know why they were following this dude. I don't personally care. But, I mean, there's got to be a reason
But they
Will we know that reason? No, he's dead.
but they were wrong.
Sure. I mean, like, but why does the government follow people in the first place, right?
They wouldn't tell us if I asked them.
Yes, and that's part of the point I'm made.
Okay.
But it's like they always say if you Google certain things, you'll end up on that
Google.
watch list. You'll end up on the watch list.
But we won't get drone striked on the corner of Sunset and
You're right.
whatever.
The police will just show up at your door instead.
No.
It's happened.
Has it?
It has.
I guess.
You see Transformers?
Yeah. No, I think you're thinking of Eagle Eye.
No, I'm thinking of Transformers. It's different, but
Same.
sure.
Go ahead.
Where they have the flash drive and they're at the fucking that one guy's house, the heavier set black guy.
I've only seen Transformers 3.
You haven't seen the first Transformers, but you went to fucking number 3?
Yeah, I went with DeAndre. He really liked Transformers.
Oh, shit, we're gonna watch this clip.
we're gonna watch Transformers today on Two Dudes Drinking Beer.
I mean, if we could find Oculus on YouTube, we can find Transformers.
Facts. Oh yeah, we did find the entire movie on YouTube, didn't we?
Yeah, and it was in
Anthony
Farsi.
Anderson.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, man, and that's all. That's the greater point of what I'm trying to say is like, how do you fuck that up to where you're like, because look, if you're trying to kill one person who's a suspected terrorist, that should be easy with a drone strike, right? But you targeted him at a house with a bunch of children.
That's user error, dude. Okay, well, we're gonna watch this.
Okay.
Bring them home. You get those men stateside right now. I want them debriefed in 10 hours.
There's only one hacker in the world who can break this code.
2 gigabytes.
That's all you need.
Do you want me to explain the plot really quick?
No, I'm cool. We're just in it.
Oh,
Wait, pause. I got the plot. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know. This is a fucking meme.
yeah, it is.
Sorry to bother you.
Maggie!
Listen, I need your help.
No! This is my private area, my place of zen and peace.
Listen to me.
Shut up, Grandma! What are you doing here?
Just give me a break, will you?
Grandma, I'ma drink your prune juice! What level are you on, man? Here come the niggas, here come the niggas.
Glenn, seriously, don't you want to see something classified?
Double tap. Hey, I just paused it. Hey, I need a moment. Please.
Sorry.
And they saved my game.
How classified?
Like, I will go to jail for the rest of my life for showing you classified.
Yes. One quick peek.
Special Ops got a thermal snapshot of whatever hit the base in Qatar.
I want to see it.
Well, the imager was damaged, sir.
The Rangers are en route with the imager, but we also have a security issue. Circle logs indicate one of the analysts made a copy of the network intrusion signal.
Oh, the signal strength is through the roof. Where did you say you got this?
Attacked the National Military Air Guard frequency in less than a minute.
No way.
This is when they're coming to the planet, right?
Looks like
They're already there.
The signal. Let me work my magic.
But they're looking for the Allspark.
Project Iceman?
What's Sector 7?
Who's Captain Witwicky?
Shh.
Are you playing those video games again?
FBI! Clear right! Lock it down! Lock it down! I'm just a cousin! I'm just a cousin! Get off my grandmama's carpet! She don't like nobody on the carpet, especially police!
So basically, the the Decepticons are on Earth, and they're trying to find the Allspark, and they give a virus to the Pentagon, and then she downloads the transmission that little tiny robot made and gives it to this guy. But because they know she copied it, they went to his house and were like, "Smack down, bro. Let's go." Right? So I think that's the equivalent of what would happen if you were to like Google search too many times like how to like do illegal shit that would get you on the watch list.
Yeah.
They'll just come to your fucking house.
Eventually, they're just like, all right, warrant issued.
Yeah, they'll go to your fucking house, and it'll probably be just like that.
Probably. That's so crazy. It's hilarious.
It's a good movie, actually.
No, I really liked Transformers 3. I was like delightfully surprised because I thought it'd be like a cheesy, nerdy movie.
Oh,
and
they are.
And it kind of is, but at the same time, it's like well done. Because Michael Bay apparently is just a good director.
All Michael Bay does is explosions and lens flares. He's not a good director.
I don't know, man. I saw the composition of that room shot. I liked it. I was like,
everything's oversaturated.
I was like,
a lot of orange.
I was like, that camera angle looks good. I like the compression on the film. I like the fucking, it's got that je ne sais quoi.
Wow, video compression. Look at you.
Look at me, dude.
And yes, I wouldn't be surprised if
Can I get one too?
25% of the U.S. military budget actually was part of Transformers budget. Because that's a lot of fucking military shit.
It is.
Do they rent it from the military? Because not all of it's like... Sometimes they use like the outdated shit that they don't use anymore.
I don't think
it's like devoted to like films.
I don't think they'd have to rent it from the military because there's like military retailers, like on the way to Vegas,
like buy Humvees and shit.
Yeah, you can just. I mean, it could be state owned.
Because I've kind of wondered how that works. Because like all the Vietnam shit, I'm sure like they gotta take care of that stuff. Who can own a tank?
Tanks are legal to own in the United States and other countries. What the fuck do you want, bro? Get out of here.
They want to chat with you.
They're like, hey, do you want to buy a tank right now?
You're gonna end up on the list, man.
There are no U.S. federal restrictions to owning a tank with a demilitarized
disabled.
Yeah, this is for people who went to college. This is for people who live in the South.
So you can get a tank, you just can't shoot anything out of it.
Clown, what up? Oh, nope. Hang on, I got this. Hang on.
Want to become famous? Buy followers and viewers on website.
Wait. Oh.
Ghost Hand got it.
Ghost Hand got it before me. Thanks, man. You may operate it on private land without restrictions.
So you can't take it through a drive-through?
No. You will also need to determine if they are state or local laws prohibiting tank ownership. If
Probably
you
like
can
emissions.
own a tractor. If you can own a tractor, you can own a tank.
So Camarillo is okay.
You should be good.
Hell yeah. You guys want to pitch in?
You could buy a Leopard 1A5 main battle tank.
I want a Panzer.
Yeah, you just need to decommission the gun.
I want an Abrams.
Zendesk widget. You just need a decommissioned gun, which I'm sure you could recommission on weekends. Gift cards available. Because they also do, like, renting tanks. Like, I know Post Malone and Ethan Klein did the video where they, like, rented a tank and ran over cars for a day. And it was, like, it cost them, like, $40,000.
I want to buy an M1A1 Abrams.
Yeah, that's classic tank. That's the Iraq tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are sick tanks.
I want to buy one.
Let's get it. How much are they? They're like 15 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'll Google that.
While I'm looking at it.
6.2 million.
Is that how much the government paid for it, or how much we had to pay for it?
In 2016, U.S.
Did they have like a Ford engine in them?
I don't know. Probably a GMC.
What kind of gas did it take?
Yeah, they still are like the number one produced tank in America from 1978 to present day. 10,000 of them built. Wow, pretty reliable, huh?
What kind of fuel does it take? 498 gallons. 7 gallons of coolant.
I'm starting to realize
for
that
the engines, 14 gallons for the transmission.
I'm starting to realize that the United States doesn't fight for oil so we can have it in our fucking cars. They have it so they can run their fucking military, dude.
Yes.
It's not for us, it's for them.
You can unironically roll with those in Russia. Videos of cars on the highway.
I've seen those. Those are badass, dude.
1,500 horsepower and no pistons.
Really? Is it all just chain driven?
I guess.
It's got to be because it's on tracks, right? That's crazy.
4 passengers, 3 doors.
Yeah, no AC. That's crazy.
So here's some specs. So it's a rear engine, rear drive, 4 passengers, 3 door tanks.
Rear drive, there's 2 fucking belts. It's like a fucking metal jet ski. What do you mean rear wheel drive? There's no rear wheels. There's no fucking wheels, you asshole.
It doesn't say wheel, it just says rear drive.
Okay, but still, like, it's not a Porsche. Like, hey, yo, engine in the back, trunk in the front.
It has a gas turbine, no bore and stroke, not applicable, no displacement. Pressure ratio is 13.6 to 1.
You're giving all these terrorists who watch our show all the specs of tanks, bro.
This is publicly...
Someone's going to get drone strike tomorrow, and it's going to be our fault.
This is on fucking Motor Trend. The fuel system is a single electronic fuel injector.
Because
it runs on diesel.
How did this start? Well, I really liked my Camaro and my Mustang. I rebuilt those engines, and then I just thought, fuck it, M1A1.
1,500 horsepower at 3,000 RPM.
That's a lot of horsepower.
It's a lot of horses, yeah. 3,900 pounds of torque at 1,500.
Vroom, vroom, daddy.
25 horsepower per ton.
What's the top speed? I think it's like 40 miles an hour, right?
Well, it's a 4-speed automatic transmission.
Pussies? Pussies? You tell me the American military is pussies who can't even drive stick? Fuck out of here, bro.
I feel like the timings would be very different.
Fuck that. We got automatic tanks and fucking unmanned drone strikes. What is this fucking country coming to, huh? Be a man, drive a stick.
It'd probably be really hard to shift that,
bro. Fuck that. Good old American boys drive semi-trucks to and from all up and down the backbones of this country.
Suspension
and
is...
you can't drive a fucking stick tank? Pussy.
Suspension is torsion bars, rotary shocks, torsion bars, and rotary shocks.
I'm disappointed. Now I'm rooting for North Korea.
Steering,
you fucking... My money's on North Korea.
Hydrostatic power-assisted steering.
Water.
Oil-cooled wet plate disc brakes. Wheels, 25-inch forged aluminum with steel wear plates.
Damn, those are some gangster rims, daddy. Y'all said, yo, come peep. Again, where are the fucking wheels? Why are there rims on a fucking tank? Find me the rims on this tank. I need to see the rims. I have so many questions.
Well, it's probably what's...
You get the decommission?
So
he's like, you want some 22s on that player?
It's probably like the gear inside of the tread, in the middle.
Okay. Still though, like
what turns it?
I want spinners on a tank now.
You can if you want. Fuel consumption. U.S. Army flat road 1.85 gallons per mile. U.S. Army cross country. So this is the city. This is the highway. 3.5 gallons per mile.
That is fucking awful.
It goes 280 miles at 30 miles an hour on a level surface.
That's fucking awful. Yo, how much is that for a full tank of gas?
It's 498 gallons.
I know. So times that by $4. Let's just say gas is at $4. $1,600.
$1,992.
$2,000 for a full tank. No wonder people come out of the military and get a truck, and they're just like, "I'll get a truck. It's only $100 to fill the tank."
We're used to it.
We're used to it. That's hilarious, dude. Oh my fucking god. Oh, ooh. Sorry, my beer just came everywhere. That's fucking hilarious.
Top speed 50 miles.
That's not bad.
Goes 0 to 20 in 6 seconds. 0 to 30 in 12. 40, 22.
What's the 0 to 60?
It doesn't go 60.
Just never.
It takes 45 seconds for it to reach top speed.
I don't even need to shift. It's automatic. Just.
It takes you a whole minute to reach top speed.
Meanwhile, I'm running over entire houses. Dude, it looks badass, but could you imagine? No wonder that shit cost Post Malone 40 grand to drive over a few cars, dude. Dude, and yeah, like a fucking military.
Those are the wheels.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A fucking military parade. That's gotta be so expensive. I'd be like, yo, can we just keep the tanks where they are, player? Like, we know they work.
Put them on a flatbed.
We used them. Yeah, fucking. Come on, we could have a parade.
It's a lot of gas.
Dude, most parades actually use trailers to haul stuff around. Yeah. I think I want my government to parade the military shit, but also still be economical while doing it, you know? That shit's not cheap, player.
I want them to fire off some rounds on the parade, too.
Oh, some blanks?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be weird, though, if you just came from live target practice, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think all of those people in the crowd were. So, you know.
Insane.
It's like if you go to like a gun show, you gotta shoot some guns.
You
go to an air show, you gotta fly some planes.
Is that how it works? I've been doing air shows wrong, it turns out.
Yeah, you just gotta ask.
Hey, can I fly your plane? No.
I tried.
All right, okay, well, like, I know I asked, but, like, I'm going to fly this plane. I've got a plastic knife in my belt. While we're on the topic of all this, I think it's a good time to bring up. I wanted to talk about freedom.
What about it?
And I wanted to ask you, like, pretty plainly, like, what is freedom to you?
The ability to do whatever I want.
Okay, so great, perfect, awesome, sweet. I've encountered a lot of people recently who are like, I'm not going to wear a mask because this is America and I can do whatever I want. And people died for my right to do whatever I want. And I had the idea of, yo, people died for freedom, but that doesn't mean freedom for you to do whatever you want, right? Freedom inherently became the sacrifice you're willing to make, right? So the ultimate sacrifice for freedom is your life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, I agree.
So if you go and you sacrifice your life for freedom or your ideals or your beliefs, that is the sacrifice. And let's say, read the definition while it's up.
The definition
Before I put a foot in my mouth.
of freedom, it's a noun. The power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint.
That's a good definition. But of course there are some hindrances in America.
Yeah, you can't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, well, hate speech is protected, I think, to a certain degree, right?
Well, it's enforced.
Huh?
I wouldn't say it's protected. I would say it's enforced.
Okay. But you also can't, like, shout fire in a crowded theater. That's, like, a very popular, well-known...
Yeah. Your speech can't put people in danger.
Mm-hmm. But, so the mask thing is, like, if you wear a mask, not a mask, are you putting people's lives in danger, right?
Potentially.
So my first thought is, like, that's a sacrifice you need to give up, like, because with freedom comes sacrifice. At some point, it's not a matter of you get to do whatever you want. It's a matter of this is what's best for everyone.
But couldn't you just argue that the anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers are fighting for your freedom so they can take the masks off because they're putting their lives on the line to get the virus in the first place by going unabated by anything?
No, because I think, well, the point I'm trying to make here is that sacrifice has to be made. And it's not that freedom is given and now you can go kill people. Because if some people had freedom, murder is illegal. You have to sacrifice your right.
Fortunately.
You have to sacrifice your right to murder people.
Yeah.
To live in a free
I wouldn't say
society.
I wouldn't say you have the right to murder people.
No, and that's the thing, right? You have either the right or the authority. And let me start here.
Everyone has the right, but not everybody has the authority.
Everyone has the power, right? The power versus the authority is what government is confined to, right? You have the power to go kill somebody. I have the power to go kill somebody. We could each go out, buy a gun, kill somebody, right? Totally illegal. Don't recommend it.
Don't need a gun.
0 out of 10. Don't recommend it. But we have the power to do that. The authority is like the license to kill. Is that the cops will show up, the government officials would show up and be like, do you have your license to kill? And we'd be like, yes, here's my license to kill. I was contracted by this person or this person. I am allowed to do this. I am allowed to be here. I'm allowed to do this thing.
This is my Xbox controller that controls the drone.
This is my Xbox controller that controls the drone. And that's it. And that's what it would be. They'd be like, yo, are you allowed to be here? And you're like, I have the authority to carry out this murder. As opposed to the power. Everyone has the power, not everyone has the authority. Everyone has the power to go 100 on the freeway. No, not a lot of people have the authority. Does that make sense?
I barely have the power to go 100 in my car.
Everyone has the power to break the speed limit.
Yes.
Not everyone has the authority. Okay? Everyone has the power to run a red light. Not everyone has the authority to run a red light.
Do you do it if it's 3 a.m. and there's no one there?
Typically, you need sirens in an emergency. You need to be an emergency worker.
I know, but if you're stuck at a red light at 3 a.m, do you do it? There's no one around.
Have I? Yes. Do I?
Depends.
Also, yes. But the point is power and authority are different.
Yeah.
You have the power to walk around without a mask on.
Authority is given to you by someone else.
Authority is given to you. So, the Constitution is what gives us the authority.
Yeah.
And the Constitution clearly states that we shouldn't be putting other people's lives at risk who live in the country because they are effectively our allies. They are our statesmen. They are on the same team.
Love thy neighbor.
If we go around coughing on people, telling them they're pussies because they're not wearing a mask, that's essentially friendly fire. I'd like to point that out right now.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's essentially friendly fire. You're going, pussy. And then they die. And then to say that you have the right is a little horseshit because they also have the right to live. So the complex, which it's not very complex, but the counterpoint to that is that if it threatens someone else's life, which is in the Constitution, the right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, if you're infringing on those rights in any way, you are at fault. And I think this gets looked over in the Constitution way too often, is that if someone takes off the mask, they are now potentially threatening the lives of people who have compromised immune system, who are obese, who are above a certain age. Those are all very real threats to people's lives. And the sacrifice that person has to make and is being policed essentially to wear the mask for is the protection of someone else's life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. As soon as you take that mask off and start arguing, I don't want to do this, you're now threatening someone's life because you're not actively attacking them, but you are spreading germs, which can kill them.
Potentially, sure, yeah.
And that's
2%.
And that's where I think the argument should be at. And I'm surprised no one's made this argument before to where it's like, yo, what you don't recognize is that you're arguing for your rights and protections is, in fact, inflicting on other people's rights and protections.
People don't care about other people. They care about themselves.
I agree. But is my point misled or incorrect?
No, you're there.
Does that make sense? Like, I feel like it's not hard when you break it down to where it's like, everyone's like, remember the Constitution, remember the rights. And it's like the fundamental rights is that everyone has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it might make you happy to not wear a mask. It might increase the quality of your life to not wear a mask. But consequently, someone else's life is at risk. And it is due to your actions. And I know it's so weird, but like fundamentally, that's what I got it boiled down to. And it's like, I don't see why it's that.
So you think everyone should get vaxxed and waxed and wear masks?
And that's the thing, right? Like, I still don't feel a particular way. I think I don't like wearing masks, but like, I wear a mask. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Raul took me out. We went to go get tacos.
Yeah, how was
yesterday.
that?
It was good. It
Just
was a lot
just
of fun.
tacos, no
Tacos, quesadillas,
under the table?
chicharrones, Jesus hot dogs.
You saw his chichos?
Yeah.
Good.
He took me on his usual food tour in the Pinata District in downtown LA.
Fuck yeah.
Right next to Skid Row. Felt very safe. But I wasn't wearing a mask at all, and it's fucking super crowded on the weekends.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, for me, is like, I'm just over the fear of coronavirus, right? Like, I've been out and about. Like, I don't care anymore. I've been vaxxed. I feel healthy. I feel good.
I've been vaxxed for so long, it doesn't matter.
You probably need a booster by now, but the point is, like, it's just one of those things, right? You put someone else's life at risk when you take off your mask, because granted, the numbers are small, it's marginal, but the fact is that does happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you take 2%, if you take 100 people in the United States and give them all COVID, on average, 2 of them will die.
Mm-hmm. Really? I think it's less than that.
Death rate's 2%. It was 1.6, but
Okay, so round up.
rounded.
Yeah. Okay.
Still,
Anyway.
still tiny. It's not a lot of people.
But it's just a lot of shit throwing, and a lot of people saying this or that, and how it matches or doesn't match up. And
We have too much freedom.
You think so?
Too much freedom and not a lot of accountability.
So I absolutely agree with the accountability, as I'm fucking roasting the U.S. military, being like, yo, you killed 10 innocent people. Like, don't tell me the war crime was found innocent. Like,
And I'm telling you to look at his background.
no, and look,
He could be an honest man.
you have a point.
Could have been an honest dude.
I'm not discouraging that a background check is unethical or unreasonable.
I just think that if the Pentagon is watching you, there's a fucking reason for it.
But here's the other side of the coin. You said, imagine if the U.S. came out and was like, we fucked up. The other side of that coin is, do you think the Pentagon would be like, here's why we were watching him?
Well, at a certain point, you can. It's like with my job, I can only say so much of like what I do that won't compromise like the integrity of like the position.
So let's say you're watching someone in the store,
Right.
and then you stop them, and you're like, hey, I saw you steal something.
Can't say that.
Okay, so how would you go about stopping someone?
Hi, I know you have this on your person. Please give it back.
That's what I was saying, effectively.
I can't say I saw you put this in your pocket. Can't say that.
But you can say, I know you have this on you?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
It's
Is it just a language thing to where it has to be said a certain way? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I know it got pretty...
it's super complex. It's like, it's all about just placing blame and how to word it correctly. It's like...
But do you really want to, though?
It's super sticky. It's a very big web.
And that's what I'm saying, right? Is like, why not this be the same super sticky web? But the investigation should be a little more. It should be a little more open ended, because it seems a lot like I punched someone in the face and the other person died, and they're like, "Hey, the guy who punched the guy in the face and killed him, what happened?" He's like, "He started it." They're like, "Sounds good to me. Have a nice day."
I mean, if you're acting self-defense.
Sure, but don't you think the investigation should be a little bit more in depth?
Depends.
It took a fucking day to figure this out. They're like, in the court versus USA, USA finds USA innocent. It took a fucking day.
Well, would you rather have an outside source litigate something that involves classified information, or would you have a separate a separate division inside the government that handles the classified information?
Great question. I think the U.S. government is already built of a system of checks and balances. And yes, I think if they wanted to contract a branch individually to handle unbiased opinions and investigations with classified information, I think that would be right along the lines of saying, here's an executive branch, here's a judicial branch, here's the legislative branch. Everyone make sure everyone's doing their job.
So you believe it already exists and should be enacted?
I believe if not, it should be. Yeah. Why not? Because that's what we're built on. We're built on being, hey, you're the CEO and everything below you has to listen to you. But the federal government could be like, hey, you're not paying taxes.
Do you think that there's stuff going on currently in the military that
Always.
Sleepy Joe doesn't know about?
Always, yes. Yes. He can't know everything. Do you think there's stuff going on at Target that you don't know about?
Well, I mean, at a corporate level, yeah.
Do you think there's people above you?
I still know what's going on in my store every day, day to day. I'm fed that information.
There's always shit happening that even with the best communication, shit falls through the cracks. I've been booking bands and DJs for the past month, and that has been a shit show because of communication. So even when communication's at its best, shit still went bad.
Oh, sure. It's always gonna have its valleys and its peaks, but like so
take your time.
Even if there is this whole separate entity that handles these kinds of cases already existing in the U.S. government,
Let's not call it an entity. It sounds omnipotent. Let's just call it a branch. Can we do that?
An organization.
Can we start using language
Well, there's only three.
that Target would approve?
There's only 3 branches.
But it's a tree, so there's probably more than 3 branches.
There's only 3.
Okay, I'm not saying military is not. Is military a branch
No.
of government?
No, it's not.
Okay, so there should be a branch of military because we know branches in the military exist, right? Everything has a tree. Every tree has branches.
It depends on the diagram you're drawing, but yeah.
United States government, executive, legislature. Hang on. Legislature, executive, judicial. Thank you.
The judges. Beer bongs. DJ Phantom, you're a piece
Let's
of
go!
shit. Gotta blow the dust out of it. Gotta blow the fucking dust out.
Let's go!
Okay.
Eating booty. Shit, son. Are you ready to throw up?
Yes. As we're talking about we're in a heated debate, man.
I am not.
Well, not a debate,
heated.
but discussion about
Yeah.
how we should truly audit the mistakes of the military. I think it's actually worth talking about.
I do too. And I love discussions like this, man, because
With me or in general?
in general, but you,
God damn it.
you a little more so, because I feel like you are more reasonable than most people. Most people take the I don't want to say JFK. Who's the one that Ghost Hand was like, this guy sucks?
Nixon, not Nixon.
Reagan. Reagan. He was like, Reagan sucks. And then I was at a bar and I was like, Reagan sucks. And then some guy was like, Reagan doesn't fucking suck. You can suck my fucking ass, bro.
He spent, to be fair, he spent all of his graduate school studying Ronald Reagan, so that's on him.
That's his dumbass fault. And here's the thing. Being in graduate school studying Ronald Reagan doesn't disqualify an opinion or an objective fact of him being bad. Like, at some point, you can look at paper and be like, yes, Hitler invented Volkswagen, a very affordable car.
And Hugo Boss is a great designer.
And Hugo Boss is a great designer, but...
You don't remember fucking tube out.
No, I'm fucking still mid-sentence.
I was going to cheers on Hugo Boss. Those Nazi uniforms are dope.
Hugo Boss.
Time change got my chugging all fucked up.
No burp yet. No burp yet. Come on. If you don't burp, you die.
As I burp like 7 times.
Dude, I'm not burping. I'm just fucking holding in all the gas.
That's not good.
That's it. That's all I got. Oops. A little more than I bargained for.
They won't see it. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't matter.
Didn't happen.
Oh, the burps were right there. Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
If there's a separate organization that exists in the government, whichever branch it falls under, this has been derailed.
Okay, well let me re-rail it. United States government, branches of government. United States military, branches of military.
Right.
There could be an additional branch, maybe even in the legislature, right?
Well, that's just Congress and the House.
Sure, but they have to know something that's confidential or top secret. You know what I'm saying? So there should be a section of that branch to enforce that other branch. Because the military is so big, why not just graduate it to a branch and then be like, yo, look, you have a lot of power. Let's just fucking check your power, dog, bro. Or at least have a really open line of communication between the existing branches and communicate decisions.
The DOD is an executive branch department.
Department of Defense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it is the executive branch.
Well, it's
part of the executive branch. Well,
Yeah.
Commander-in-Chief makes sense, right?
It's a department of.
So then, yeah, Sleepy Joe knows some shit.
732,000 employees.
Jesus, really?
Civilian.
That means non-governmental.
Well,
I
they're just the regular people.
Like the equivalent of the DMV offices.
Well, the non-active people.
That's hilarious. That beer dried up quick as fuck, actually.
It did.
Shout out to this fucking tablecloth.
Bed Bath & Beyond. 1.4 million active duty service members.
Damn. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. 2.8 million employees headquartered at the Pentagon.
And that blows my mind, right? Because they say the North Korea, China have like bigger militaries. Because I think active, we only have like 1 million or something.
1.4.
Yeah.
I just read.
Oh, active military members?
Yeah.
But we have a bigger power structure, clearly. Like where it's like 2 million people have to like read documents and get those documents sent up before, you know, accepting or approving something.
3 million people work at the Pentagon.
That's insane. That's a ton of people.
And they can't tell anybody about what they do.
Not even their coworkers. Imagine the gossip at the fucking
Right? The fucking cube
water
over
cooler. Yeah.
knows more than you do.
Yeah, dude. Like it could be like that. And on top of that, some of the people who work at the Pentagon probably spies from another country. Think about
Maybe.
it. I mean, if their espionage team is good. I remember the U.S. had some spies in China working in the embassy, right? And they just worked in the embassy day to day, kept their heads down. Chinese intelligence figured out who they were, came in that day, shot them in the head, and left. That was it.
From just not doing anything?
No, they just shot because they found out they were spies for America.
Because they just weren't doing anything? Or
No, because they didn't want spies, American spies, on Chinese soil.
Right, but how'd they find he was a spy? Just because he wasn't doing anything?
One of the spies defected and leaked. So they went to him. There was like 5 people, shot 5 people in the head. Bang, bang, bang. Clean this up. We're out. And then the U.S. was like, we condemn these actions. That's U.S. soil. And China was like, fuck you. That was it.
Yeah.
Someone leaked all the information. 5 spies dead. Boom. 15 minutes. That was it. That's like the equivalent of hearing like, fucking IBM has a mass shooting. And everyone's like, what's with the mass shooting? And it's like, why is he Chinese? They're like, oh, he's a spy, but like we didn't want to like tip anyone off.
IBM.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I just thought of like a fucking Intel, Apple, Amazon, pick a huge corporation, imagine a mass shooting and being like, oh, he's probably a spy.
Well, there was that one at Apple not too long ago.
It was?
Yeah. It was, I forgot what it was about. It was some lady. It was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, it's live on YouTube.
Was it YouTube?
No.
It was here. Not here, but like in the valley. And they were like, we can't access her phone because Apple said no. That one.
Apple is very strict on privacy.
It might have been that YouTube one.
What the fuck?
Alec clicked a link and it took him to a game.
Apple shooter.
It might have been that
In
YouTube
between-
one.
Hang on. In between a bunch of like...
I think it's that first link, the YouTube headquarters.
Is it?
Because when did that happen?
Oh, yeah.
That's the one I'm thinking
Yeah.
of.
April 3rd, 2018, at around 12:46, a shooting occurred at the headquarters of the video sharing website YouTube in San Bruno, California. The shooter was identified as Redacted, who entered through an exterior parking garage, approached an outdoor patio, and opened fire with a Smith & Wesson 9mm semi-automatic pistol. Wounded 3 people, one of them critically, before killing herself. So,
And they were like, access her phone. And Apple's like, no.
well, yeah, I do remember that. Apple kind of prides itself on security.
But I think
They're the only ones who went to court with the government to be like, yo, we're not turning over every single file of data ever. Why the fuck would we do that?
I think that's a little bit different.
But no, like, okay, so explain why it's different before I start talking about my ass.
So like if you were to use your Apple device to coordinate either this attack or other attacks where other people's lives are in danger and are lost, and you off yourself so you can't give any information, and it's just chilling in your notes app. This is what you're going to do. This is your plan. It's just there.
You know my password. They can get to you.
Sitting. You changed it. I don't know it.
I didn't change it.
Because you thought of it.
I'd text you. I'd be like, yo, I'm about to do this crazy shit. Here's your password.
Go
Peace.
go with the hypothetical. You change your password. No one knows it. It's just chilling in your notes app.
Okay.
And you do this terrible thing. You kill 5 people, at least. Because that's, I guess, a mass shooting. A little low for a mass. But, we'll roll with it.
We'll hit the bare minimum, I guess.
I think 3 is the minimum for mass.
I kill 5, I run out of ammo, I throw a gun at the 6th. I really tried.
You start pistol whipping people.
I really went for the record, but alas.
And then you off yourself.
I was... How? I'm out of ammo.
You find some. I don't know.
You pick up 9mm ammo. Continue killing spree or end career here.
You take one bullet out of your pocket.
End campaign here.
Because it was planned. It's in the very last thing of your notes. It's in your belt loop, right? You take it out. It's right there.
That's horrible. Go ahead.
But how? Okay.
Proceed.
So they're like, they can't investigate that because Apple's like, no, his data is protected.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why should your data be protected? If you had this plan and why you wanted to do this, why would they protect that? It's just principle.
So 2 things immediately come to mind, right? Is you have the right to privacy, but
if you're a piece of shit human being.
This is the second part. But if you're deceased or usually incarcerated, you lose those rights. Okay? I don't know why Apple chose to fight that fight. But if I was alive and innocent until proven guilty, I should have absolutely those rights to privacy. Even if it was the manifesto, the nuclear launch codes, whatever, Putin's sex tape, I don't care. If it's innocent until proven guilty, unbiased, biased, doesn't matter. You have to follow that chain of command. You have to prove my guilt before you can do so. And I think that might stand with a deceased suspect. If someone goes in and commits a horrible act, they still need to be proven guilty in a court of law before losing that right to privacy or that right to freedom of speech or voting or whatever it is you lose in that system. You should still... It's like kneeing the football, We already know if the score is 40-0 with 2 minutes on the clock, the other team's probably not going to win, but it's a formality. Because yes, it is inconvenient for everyone to sit there for an extra 2 minutes while they knee the ball. But that's what the game is. Those are the rules. And if you don't follow the rules, then you don't actually win. And the other team doesn't actually lose. So unless you follow the rules, unless you play by the rules and do what you're told and go in the order you're supposed to go in,
but if you commit crimes,
but then the system falls down. If all of a sudden people go, oh, it's like the high school game. Oh, it's 110-0, game over. But like, why not? Why not keep playing? Because these young kids who are killing the other team, poor choice of words, are defeating the other team very badly. That's only good for them, for their stats, for their scouts. So why hurt their reputation to save someone else's reputation? Do you know what I'm saying?
But if someone commits crimes, why are they being protected?
Because this isn't communist China or Russia or a communist country. You have to be given a fair trial. The state cannot just determine, hey, even though we know
you killed all these people.
you killed all these people. We know that.
You're innocent.
Until proven guilty.
Until the trial happens.
Until the trial happens.
That's broken.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because that's like a founding principle of this country.
You literally did it. Why would you be considered innocent?
But there should still be the trial to say he did it.
There needs no trial for that.
It's you're kneeing the ball, bro. I know it seems like a waste of time, but it's a formality. I know it seems like a waste of time. Everyone knows.
Well, then they plead insanity, but then only like
they have no brains left, bro. They off themselves. Doesn't matter. I mean, sure, but even if you plead insanity, you could still be. You plea insanity for a guilty verdict. So you could plea whatever you want, but at the end of the day, we get that verdict, then we get the fucking access to the phone. We're good. I know it is a thorn in your side. I know it's a pain in the ass, but it is just and it is right. Because you can't fix crazy, you can't fix stupid. Crazy and stupid people will always be out there. But you have to treat them fairly, because those who aren't crazy or stupid, they need to be treated, everyone needs to be treated the same, at least in that regard. You need to be given, and I'm not sticking up for serial killers or murderers. I'm just saying,
like you are.
I'm just saying, we'd be the monsters then, because then we're just a mob mentality saying like, yo, you did this, there's eyewitnesses, which is the same thing as the Salem witch trials, right? It's like,
that's democracy.
But democracy is not just everyone votes on it and we send it. It's also the right to a fair trial, which sure, 12 people can be like, yeah, he did it, give him the chair, and that's fair.
That's democratic.
But those 12 people voted for it. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's still democratic.
Sure, but don't skip that step.
Well,
don't skip that step because someone was like, I was there, I saw him.
You could still eliminate the jury and have 500 people. It's the same thing.
Then do that.
Fucking, I don't know why we don't.
Then do. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
saying
that.
I'm saying just don't skip the steps.
Oh no, don't
be like,
hey, we know you did it.
We know you did it, and we know you killed know they killed themselves.
Everyone agrees.
But you need to at least fill the paperwork out. You need to go through that formality. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't close my tabs.
Thank you.
What's up, Ruben DK? How's it going?
What's up, Ruben? How's it going? How's it hanging, bro?
Thank you for the follow.
Thanks for the follow. And look, man, I am not in any way defending horrible crimes or horrible people. I am just saying horrible people and good people, we need to treat them the same in the same regards of the criminal justice system. Because we can't skip that step. Because the second we do, the system falls apart. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, the system already sucks.
The system does suck, but the system sucks because we have mass murderers going on trial when we know they did it. And they're pleading innocent. So it sucks because that person is a shitty person. But for the people who, but people have also been charged with murder and sent to life sentences and served life sentences and been pronounced dead to a life sentence and then been found innocent years later. The system does suck. It's not perfect. There's going to be a % chance of fail. You know how big the numbers are, so you know the margin of error. The margin of error is not big, but...
It should never be big.
It should never be big, but unfortunately, there will be some mass murderers who get away, and there will be some innocent people who serve life. And I'm not saying that's okay.
Sue the state, you get a lot of money.
I'm just saying that it does happen, and the second we stop making that happen, the whole system will break down because everything is founded on that, of innocent until proven guilty. Whether or not everyone knows OJ did it, he got a trial.
I don't think he did it.
Sure. Maybe you don't. But the point is that he got the trial. Despite everyone thinking he did.
He was the prime suspect.
He was. It's a formality, and even innocent people are robbed of it. But even innocent people benefit from it.
Let's go back to the fucking Greek times.
What's the Greek times?
Fucking got 200 people in a room. Be like, did he do it?
You know what's so funny too, though?
And then they kill him.
Democracy is founded off Greek mythology and Greek government and structure. But people who are prominent in philosophy and government, such as Socrates, one of the biggest well-recognized people. Socrates. He fucking hated democracy. He's like, I don't want democracy because I think people are stupid. And I fucking agree. Right. And you know what? You know what? The truth is, at the end of the day, those stupid people is why some innocent people serve life and some guilty people get off. That's just the truth. Is that sometimes democracy fails. Sometimes democracy fails and 10 people are dead in Kabul. It sucks. It's wrong. But we have to follow the rules. We have to follow the formalities. We have to fill out the paperwork. Because the second we don't, then we're cheating.
Do you think that jury duty should be restricted to only, like, specific people, like lawyers or shit?
And immediately right now is like, the second you restrict it, it's immediately like discriminatory. So no, I don't think it should be restricted.
Damn.
The second you restrict it, the second you say people who own land can do it and people who don't own land can't.
We're back in fucking...
Do you understand? Like, it's that easy. It's that easy to be like, this is fucking discrimination. This is racism, segregation. There's so many things wrong with saying that, to where it's like, yeah, no, that should not be allowed because that's fucked up. Because looking at the template of 100 years ago, that's what it was.
So there's 12 people on the jury?
Yeah. 12 angry men. No women.
It's a good story. Yeah, 12 jurors.
12 jurors, or you can opt, I believe, to have a judge be the primary sentencer.
The tiebreaker?
No. So I don't know how to phrase this, but I'm gonna tell the story and then you can Google it.
Not every case has a jury.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is if you can elect, right, for your court case, you could be like, I want a jury to give my verdict, or I want a judge to give my verdict. And the judge will be like, I know the laws, right? I know the laws. I see the evidence. This is my verdict. Or you can try to appeal to 12 people.
12 assholes.
12 random strangers who are selected professionally from lawyers to be like, this is the evidence. What do you think? What do you feel? What do you believe? What do you vote?
Shit, in my case, they fucked up. The jury that I served on.
How so?
So the guy was suing Target because he was...
Are you allowed to talk about this?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, that sounds like a conflict of interest.
This happened way before I started working there. This guy claimed he got crushed by in between a cart and the cart pusher, and it happened there was a little gap right when they were bringing him into the store.
That must have been a really big gap, and then him ballsy enough to try to squeeze through it. Just saying.
Yeah, that's immediately my thought.
I mean, in common sense law, don't do it, jackass.
Wait or go around. He had his 10-year-old daughter in hand too, and so yeah, he's the bad guy.
For sure,
And
he's a terrible influence.
He was claiming like degenerative spine issues, like I can't work anymore. He did construction for all of his life.
How old is he?
54-ish. My back hurts because I got crushed by a cart pusher, not because I was in 2 accidents and in construction.
Or 54 and that just happens. Go get a job at Burger King.
But basically, they were asking me like, can you serve on the trial? And I was like, I think this case is stupid. Mm-hmm. And they're like, do you think you can have an open mind? The judge asked me, do you think you can have an open mind? I was like, I could try. And then the lawyers were asking me individual questions. They were like, do you like Target? And I was like, I don't shop there, but I don't hate it. And they were like, cool. Mm-hmm. And they're like,
that's all we need, bro.
They were like, do you like this case? And I'm like, no. And they're like, cool. So Target and the dude, lawyers, both agreed that I would be good. And I was like, okay, this is a wasted time because I already think I'm not going to give him $4 million.
Mm-hmm. For being $4 million?
My mind was made up day one. I was there for 2 weeks.
Sure. But that's the thing; those lawyers go through the vetting process. Can we look that up? What's the name of the process the lawyers choose the jury by? I feel like we got derailed into a really good conversation, actually. So, what's up, Ruben? Is it your first time here?
Yes, it is.
Thanks for joining in the conversation, man.
It's called voir dire.
Can you make Google pronounce it?
Voir dire.
Voir dire.
French.
Voir dire.
Voir dire. Voir dire.
Voir dire. A preliminary examination of a witness or a juror by a judge or counsel.
Voir dire.
So that's French.
Yes.
In a Greek system.
Voir dire.
Voir dire.
Yes. Love what you do so far. Thank you, Ruben.
Thanks, man. We kind of just drink and talk. Also, always feel free to join in the conversation. We have a Discord and some Spotify.
Should be at the bottom.
Isn't there a command like exclamation point Discord?
Yeah, I mean, you could type it too.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I'll fucking type it. You want me to type it?
I already typed it.
Too late. Discord. There you go, bro. If you want to join in the Discord, we love having people come on. Probably not today, but if you keep coming back, have something to say. But follow us on social media. All our stuff's just down if you scroll down. And yeah, thanks for joining.
Everything is available. So the process of voir dire.
Voir dire, yeah. But that's the thing, right? Like, the way you look at that guy and go, he's guilty, the lawyers look at you and go, he's going to vote no.
They still shouldn't have picked me because I said, I don't think this is a good idea.
But you need... Well, maybe all of them agreed too.
And the Target guy was like, yes. And then the defendant...
Maybe the Target...
Plaintiff.
Maybe the Target defense attorney was like, I don't want to fucking work this case. This is a lose-lose case. Let's get this shit over with. You asshole. Up on the stand.
They should have just settled out of court.
They should have, but they didn't. You know what? They probably tried to. Target probably tried to.
Yeah, they did. They mentioned that in the case.
Mm-hmm. Target probably
tried
him
2 opportunities.
How much?
I don't remember the numbers, but they gave him 2 opportunities.
Okay.
And he was like, no.
Yeah.
I need more money.
I'm not a crook. Target probably offered him money. He was like, no, and he just dragged himself down. And that's it. Like, he probably could have walked away with a clean bag, been like, yo, got my money. But, look, man, this... OCD's kicking in. I fucking hate you. The system is broken, but the reason why it's better is that the system can change.
Can it though?
Can't it? Give me an example of how it hasn't.
When were juries invented?
What the fuck? Greco-Roman era, bro.
In America, the Massachusetts Bay Colony.
Not in America though. Like, look at when it was invented.
I want to know here in 1635.
Okay, so like right after we were founded. Thanks, Columbus. Or Leif Erikson. 2000.
Changed since 1635. History of jury duty. How has the jury system changed over time?
That's a very American thing, though.
As population increased, it became too difficult for courts to insist that a juror have knowledge of the facts of the case, and jurors became comprised of persons who were, until the trial, ignorant to the case facts.
In the trial of Socrates.
The Seventh Amendment provided a jury trial in civil cases where the amount and controversy exceeded $20.
No way.
Well, back in the day, in
That's
1635.
so crazy. You owe me money. Yeah, I beat your ass in cards. Your Honor, I had 2 aces. He had 2 jacks.
Originally, in England, juries were inquisitorial. That is, they could ask questions of their parties. Additionally, the early juries were chosen for their knowledge of the facts of the case. Over time, as populations increased, I read this as the excerpt. Under contemporary law, the parties in the case generally prefer jurors who do not know the circumstances and facts of the case, but they tell you beforehand. They give you a little brief of it. In today's mass communication society, however, it's not always possible to find jurors who have not heard of a particularly infamous case. If those persons can promise to keep an open mind, not me, about the case, they may serve on a jury.
You said no. They're like, can you keep an open mind? Nuh-uh, you'll do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they could have called for a mistrial because of that.
But they probably wanted to go home, dude. They're like, fuck this guy. Fuck this target guy. Don't jump between cards. The concept of the jury system can be traced to Athens, Greece, around 400 BC.
Yes.
These earliest juries heard arguments in legal cases, but did not apply law.
Yeah, that's not for them to do. That's for the judge.
No, but the jury system was founded around 400 BC.
Yeah, that's
Greco-Roman times.
been known. I just
Nailed it.
want to know here and how it's changed since it's been adopted here, which sounds like it hasn't changed at all since 1635.
Again, the system, though, not just the jury.
No, that's just an individual aspect of the system that hasn't been changed since 1635.
Sure. The founding of the country. But, I mean, the first thing I would immediately go to is like civil rights. Like,
that has changed.
That has changed. So I'm asking you to find me an example of something that has not changed, that
jury system
that deals with the rights of people. The jury system doesn't necessarily deal with the rights of people.
Maybe.
No.
Some of those could have had juries.
Because civil rights was like segregation and, you know,
women stuff.
Well, affirmative action and women's suffrage. Yes.
Just rights that involve humans.
Which those things have changed.
Yeah, they have.
So, can you think of an example of being like, yo, like, we fought for women's rights, but women still don't have rights? Is there an example like that?
They have rights.
Okay.
Women have...
So the system has changed.
Women have rights.
So the system has changed.
But which... Are you talking about, like, the fucking industrial complex system?
I'm talking about anything structured.
Because when you say system, it's like
I'm getting it out there.
It's like one of those fancy buzzwords that people can throw out, and it means
I'm clarifying.
everything.
If you let me go. Go. Specifically, I mean anything that affects a person directly, right? Not everyone goes to court trial. Everyone is born, and everyone who was born was at one time segregated by color, class, sex, land ownership, things like that. That's now gone.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, correct me.
Legally, yeah, but I mean, it still exists. It lingers. It lingers around.
Okay, I mean, aside from,
It exists in the idea of the social class.
It exists in the idea of the social class. But it is not
like
legal to be like, get the fuck out of my establishment because blank.
It's like the idea of racism still exists.
Racism still does exist.
Yeah.
But it's not protected by law anymore.
No.
You can't say go use that bathroom. This is our bathroom.
Yeah.
That's fucking illegal.
Legally.
You can't kill racism. People are going to be ignorant and racist.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's where the system is broken. That's where democracy fails. Democracy fails because inevitably someone will live in this country and be like, I think so and so is inferior. I think such and such is superior, and I think this should be the way it happens.
Do you think we'd be better off if we were just a pure democracy rather than a democratic republic?
I'd vote for being a clear-cut republic.
Or remind me what a republic is.
A republic is just 100%. Everyone gets one vote. Majority wins.
What's the difference between that and democracy?
Okay, so...
Can you break that down for me, please?
Okay, so a republic...
Thank you.
Everyone over the age of 18 votes. Every Friday, we'll have lasagna. Yes or no?
Oh, fuck yeah, let's do it.
I want lasagna on Fridays. Okay?
Well, I'm down. Let's do it.
Everyone over the age of 18 gets to vote. 51% say lasagna Fridays.
Let's do it.
49% say no.
Or other.
We now get lasagna Fridays.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Majority rules. I'm talking strict fucking, if it's 5-4, 5 wins. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's how I imagine like school policies work.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I'm gonna be your class president, and there's gonna be Hawaiian punch on every water fountain.
My interpretation is a win is a win by an inch or a mile. Thanks, Dad. Anyway,
Steven.
If people vote for lasagna Fridays it is. Deal with it. Sorry.
So is that not the same thing as democracy?
Democracy that we have right now is I'm Alec and I live in California. Josh represents California. Every Californian says we want lasagna Fridays, and every Californian goes, I don't want lasagna on Fridays. I want to be able to eat whatever I want on Friday.
Okay, so you're wrong in your definition of a republic.
Okay.
Republic, the laws are made by representatives chosen by the people.
That's wrong.
No, it's not.
Read it from the top, asshole.
In a pure democracy, laws are made directly by the voting majority, leaving the rights of the minority largely unprotected. In a republic, laws are made by representatives chosen by the people and must comply with a constitution that specifically protects the rights of the minority from the will of the majority.
Hold the fuck on.
So your idea of a republic is wrong. At least what you stated. Which would make sense because we all get to vote, but we have our representatives that make decisions for us because we elect them, which would make us a democratic republic.
I want to get rid of the representatives.
The republic.
Okay.
So you want a democracy. I think a democracy would be best.
Okay.
The republic part sucks ass.
Let me be clear. I want everyone to get a vote. I want it to be a hard vote, and I want the representatives to go away.
So you want a democracy?
Is that the definition of a democracy?
A pure ass democracy? Yes. I'm on board for that. I can get behind that. Laws made directly by the voting majority.
No, democracy also has elected representatives.
And a pure democracy, laws are made directly by the voting majority. I mean, it's whoever gets to vote. Probably democracy back in the day.
A true republic, a form of government in which a state is ruled by No, what the fuck? That, I swear to God, that's new. I remember always reading republic and being like, no representatives.
No, that's a republic.
Modern republics are founded on the idea that sovereignty rests with the people, though who is not included and excluded from the category of people have varied across history.
So we want a system where
with no representatives, everyone gets an equal voice,
vote, and that's what matters.
An equal vote. Every individual gets an equal vote, no representation.
That's what matters.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I was always under the impression that is what a republic is.
Negative. Negative. I rolled a 2.
That's even.
That's a no. 1 is yes, 2 is no. Always. Duh. Did I just shatter your world?
You kind of fucking did, bro. Honestly.
Yes.
You know how many people I've told I'm more of the idea of a republic because...
Now you need to go apologize to every single person.
Every single one.
Call them up right now and be like, hey man, sorry, I was wrong about that time I told you we should be a republic.
The key word here is elective representatives. I don't ever recall seeing that. And I was almost certain...
I don't think that's new.
Which is where I'm saying, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I remember it was pure vote. I want everyone to have the equal vote. I want like a true democracy where it's... I don't want representation from someone. If someone asks me what I believe, and if someone asks me a yes or no question for Lasagna Fridays, I want to vote yes or no. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Granted, let me just interject real quick.
Go ahead.
Granted, if someone tries to propose, should we have Lasagna Fridays? I think it should be like maybe staged to where it's like, yo, people want Lasagna Fridays. Do you want to vote on this? Do you think this is worthy of even being considered?
I'd say the first Friday of every month.
Yeah, and then you can like really hash out the details, right? If you really wanted to. But for the most part, when it comes time to it, it's like yes or no.
We probably can't make that much ricotta to sustain every Friday.
Sure, but that should be thought of. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
We should educate the people of like, hey, this is your decision. This is what your decision entails. Learn how to vote because these things fucking matter. And I feel right now, these things don't matter because the representative can either change, agree, or modify your beliefs because they were elected to represent your beliefs. Mm-hmm. I don't fucking like that. I think if it's a yes or no question, I have the absolute power and authority to say either yes or no.
So ideally, we both believe in having a direct democracy or pure democracy, which is a form of democracy in which the electorate, which means all the people in a country or area who are entitled to vote in an election, decides on public initiatives without legislative representatives as proxies.
I believe in a direct democracy.
Or pure democracy. Interchangeable.
Okay. I vote. We only call it direct democracy. All in favor, aye. All in favor, nay. We still. What do we do?
It doesn't matter. So I think what might have thrown you off was seeing the electorate.
Mm-hmm.
And you might have thought that was elected representatives, but it just means all the people in the country who can vote.
Maybe, yeah. Damn. Fork me, dude. The entire time.
I just blew your mind. Because the way you were describing it was basically the same thing. Well, democracy and republic.
Yeah, the way I was describing it...
So I was confused.
The way I was describing it, I knew what I wanted, but I could have sworn since high school, I was always taught that a republic is a direct representation of what the people want based on their votes individually, no representation.
Yeah, but you go to special class.
But I was in special ed, so I guess I guess it kind of equals out. You're right.
You know, that's why we have this platform, right?
But here's the thing, right? Like at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? I was wrong. I'm wrong. Now I know. Now people can be like, "Yo, what is it?" And I'll be
Alec
like,
was wrong. Yay or nay? Yay.
"Yay,
Yay. Yeah.
I was wrong. I voted for that."
Small wins. Take them.
Yeah, go for it. But at the end of the day,
Use this against him.
it's not going to do you much good.
Hey, Alec, you remember that one time you were wrong about democracy and republics?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. But I still voted for what I felt was right, and I think my intentions were clear.
Next time you say I'm never wrong, I'm going to bring this up.
Go ahead.
In case it ever happens, I have this.
I don't mind being wrong after a few beers. Look, this is why we're here, to discuss and think and understand, right? Make sense of things. I like this. Stop fucking whacking your weenus, dog.
I knew you would say that. I am scratching my elbow, sir.
Wet air. Ugh. My beers are warm now.
That's on you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that I learned something new today.
You're supposed to learn something new every day. And I'm glad you could.
Yeah. I got a few more notes if you want me to just tear through them.
I mean, let's do one more because we're at 2 hours.
Cool. I will give you the choice. Determinism.
Pick whichever one you want. We already talked about determinism like 2 episodes ago.
All right. So I'll pick between these last 3, I guess. Hang on. Hey, the last one's about democracy.
Wow.
We'll just go with that one because it's right here, right?
Okay, read it.
Oh no, no. We did that one already.
This is
actually,
just great. Thank you, Ruben.
It was about Ruben. Thanks, man. It was about fucking the time change.
We can talk about that again.
Okay.
I just gotta pee.
Go pee.
So figure out what you want to talk about.
Yeah, Ruben, don't be shy, man. Appreciate you being in the chat. We have a few regulars who are in the chat, and you'll probably get to meet them, hang out with them, talk to them, hear from them. They've featured on quite a few of the podcasts. If we can even call this a podcast, we really just are two dudes drinking beer, hanging out. But basically, I've got something about sriracha, how it should be considered medicine. Bear with me. My whole personality changing overnight, basically. And why democracy's definitely a lie. Because we voted on the time change in California, and it's been 3 years, and the time change has never been repealed. It's only been put into the next phase of the court, which is bullshit. But we kind of already talked about that. I think we've bludgeoned that to death. I kind of wanted to get into the sriracha point. So, unless you really want to hear one of the other ones, I'll let you choose it, Ruben, because you're new. But if not, I think I'm going to go with the sriracha point.
Sriracha?
Sriracha.
What about sriracha?
I put that shit on everything.
That's Frank's.
Okay.
Frank's is pretty good, though.
So, bear with me, right? Like,
okay.
Acetaminophen.
Tylenol.
Okay. Marijuana.
Weed.
Okay. Cocaine.
Crack.
Okay. Not a word association, but good enough. When I hear medicine, modern medicine, I think of acetaminophen. I think of marijuana. Magic mushrooms are starting to become more and more topical. I think of naturally born, naturally grown medicines, right? Acetaminophen, cocaine, these are all plants.
Is acetaminophen?
Acetaminophen is for sure a plant. It's one of the oldest pain medicines, actually.
Coal tar.
Go ahead and read what you're reading.
Well, the first thing was acetaminophen, the active ingredient in many American go-to pain reliever Tylenol, typically stems from a surprising source, coal tar, a viscous liquid produced when oxygen-deprived coal is subject to high heat.
More or less, it's naturally occurring, right? That's my.
I guess, but it's not from a plant. That's weird.
I thought it was from a plant.
It's from a weird-ass source, though. I don't know who would fucking discover this. That's one of those crazy shit that someone
Who the fuck discovered cottage cheese, bro? They're like, I let my milk sit for a while.
Who thought of fucking coal tar and was like, I'm gonna eat that?
Look up coal tar. I thought it was from plants and flowers and shit. Images. I don't think that's the source of acetaminophen.
It literally said that.
Type in acetaminophen flower source or something.
I literally, where does acetaminophen come from?
Did you spell it right?
Even when it's spelled right, it says coal tar.
Plant-based, eco-friendly medicine. I doubt coal tar is the source.
Method to produce Tylenol.
What the fuck is going on? I must have jumped into an alternate universe where everything's just fucked up, dude.
You're just giving misinformation.
I swear, I'm not trying to give misinformation.
You were given.
I am just a fucking idiot, apparently.
I'm saying you were given misinformation, not you are giving.
Still, though, I feel bad.
Yeah, so fossil fuel heavy process gives us Tylenol.
What the fuck?
Coal tar.
I would have swore on my goddamn dick that it came. I know a video. Hang on.
We're not close to finding the plant-based alternative to acetaminophen. But it's almost inevitable. We're not close, but it's inevitable.
There was like a TED Talk or something on acetaminophen.
Well, that motherfucker was wrong if he said it came from a plant.
Could you at least look up if it's naturally occurring?
Yeah, it's from coal.
Okay, so it naturally occurs.
Yeah.
Like cocaine and weed.
Sure, but it's like a completely different kind of like naturally occurring.
We'll take it.
It's just gotta burn.
You gotta dig for it.
It's just gotta.
You gotta want it, kid.
Shit's gotta burn first.
Okay. This would be such a weird left turn.
Okay, acetaminophen, weed, and cocaine naturally occurring. I'm there. I'm with you. I just had to figure out where acetaminophen came from first.
Okay. Sriracha.
Yeah?
Opens up my sinuses and helps me breathe.
Okay.
Can we consider sriracha a medicine?
No.
Why not?
Because any hot sauce will do that. And that's just one thing. It won't cure anything. It won't help you feel better. It makes your butthole hurt.
But acetaminophen doesn't cure your cold. It just fights off symptoms.
You're right. It makes you feel not pain and reduces your fever.
Mm-hmm.
If you can make a hot sauce that reduces a fever, I think you have a ticket for a medicine there. But until that happens, unless...
Is the fever the
illness, yes.
No, I mean... oops. Is the fever the differentiating factor of sickness and health?
Yes. Healthy people don't have fevers.
What if you have, like, postnasal drip chronically?
Then you're sick.
Okay. What if you don't have a fever with postnasal drip?
One can happen without the other.
So you don't need a fever to be sick?
No, but if you have a fever, you're sick.
Sure, but you could be sick without a fever.
Sure, yes.
So if sriracha helps fight symptoms of runny nose or chronic postnasal drip, you don't need a fever for it to treat your symptoms.
I'm
stumped.
I think you're missing a bigger point that I am unable to make because I'm not qualified.
Well, try, man, because I feel like unless that gap gets bridged, then we're gonna be at an impasse.
I'm gonna call on Google for this one.
Pull it up.
What makes someone sick? Poor physical. Oh, that's like what makes you get sick. What classifies This is all COVID. Definition of sickness.
Merriam-Webster.
A reliable dictionary. I don't
Health.
I don't care what anyone
A1. Health.
Ill health.
Oh.
A disordered, weakened, or unsound condition. A specific disease. Nausea. Queasiness.
Not a single fever.
You're right. You don't need to have a fever to be sick, but it's just one of the things that happens when you are sick.
Sure, but there are medicines that treat certain sicknesses.
Sure. I mean, if there was...
So why can't sriracha treat runny noses or congestion? As I said here, congested.
I mean, you can use it to remedy that. It's like you can...
But why not give it the title of medicine? Now you have to look up in Merriam-Webster what medicine is.
Well, how much sriracha is okay to have in a daily intake?
Probably like 1,000 trillion milligrams. Look up.
You're only allowed 6 Tylenol in a 24-hour period.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it causes damage to your organs.
Well, how many chili peppers can you eat without shitting blood?
Probably like, it depends on the person. I don't know.
Look up medicine.
You have a computer too.
I thought you were broadcasting in on the chat.
A substance or preparation used in treating disease / cough medicine. Something that
Is
affects...
coughing a disease?
It's a symptom from disease. Or B, something that affects well-being. He's bad medicine.
I caught the big gay. How do I remedy that with medicine?
Just drink sriracha. The science and art dealing with the maintenance of health.
The science and art. Medicine's an art.
Yeah. Making
Sriracha. I'm a genius.
No. With the maintenance of health and prevention, alleviation, or cure of disease. The branch of medicine concerned with the non-surgical treatment of disease.
Yep, definitely not surgical.
A substance such as a drug or potion used to create something other than disease.
Dude, if sriracha's not a goddamn potion, strike me dead right now. I'll put money
it's
that
a fire
sriracha.
Potion.
I'll put money on sriracha being considered a potion.
A fire potion.
At the very least, a concoction, but for sure a potion nonetheless.
And the last one on lovely Merriam-Webster since 1828. Is an object held in traditional American Indian belief to give control over natural or magical forces.
Like crystals for white women.
Also, magical power or magical right. R-I-T-E. Probably could be also writ. I don't know.
Writ. Okay, I'm sticking with definition number 3, motherfucker. Like, that shit is a potion. It's a concoction of different ingredients to form a delicious hot sauce.
So we'll see what they say about potion.
Oh my god, it's just gonna say C
medicine. A
medicine.
mixture of liquids such as liquor or medicine.
There you go. Okay, now we can throw some fucking alcohol in this sriracha and turn it into a fucking party, dude. That's all I learned.
I don't think you want to do that.
All I learned is we can go harder. What else you got?
How much sriracha can one ingest?
Without dying. You should look up, I guess, the main ingredient.
The sodium content will kill you first.
Yeah, active ingredient, sodium. Yeah, there's no active ingredients in sriracha, right? Just sodium?
Everything's an active ingredient.
Not everything. Think about it.
We need to learn what an active ingredient is first.
Oh, we do it? Yeah, we're doing this shit, bro. Not everything's an active ingredient. And not everything's to be on active ion gradient. Not everything can be on Merriam-Webster. Oh, fuck. I'll help out with this one. Shit.
Active ingredient, any component of a drug product intended to furnish pharmacological activity or other direct effect in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, or prevention of disease, or to affect the structure of any function of the body of humans or other animals.
I think I got it. Look, this one says active ingredients are the chemicals and products that kill, control, or repel pests. And then other ingredients.
So the spice would be the active ingredient.
So the spice would be the active ingredient along with salt, apparently. But yeah, the spice for sure would be the active ingredient.
So it contains 100 milligrams of sodium per teaspoon, rather. Well, that's tiny. Sodium to kill a man.
We're asking the fucking Dr. Mangala
480
questions.
bananas. That's what the website says. 480
There's
bananas.
so many good t-shirts we could have aside from our logo that'd be like just 480 bananas. And people are like, what? And we're like, that's how many bananas it takes to kill a man.
179 espresso shots. 47 teaspoons of salt.
Oh my God.
17 bottles of water. 24 tubes of toothpaste.
What the fuck? Who's eating toothpaste? Who's gobbling down toothpaste a day?
So 10 teaspoons. So essentially, if you eat... Well, you have to figure out how much sodium is in
Tell me
10
what you're reading.
teaspoons.
Tell me what you're reading. You just said 10 teaspoons.
How much salt would it take to poison an adult? A tablespoon of salt weighs...
Poison or kill?
This says poison. A tablespoon of salt...
What's poison mean?
Oh my God. Don't get salt poisoning.
Don't get salty with me, dog.
Shut up. And I'll go back to the other website.
Merriam-Webster?
No, the Gizmodo. 480
Gizmodo.
bananas.
That's
Which
hilarious.
says 47 teaspoons of salt.
I want that on a t-shirt.
480 bananas.
480 bananas. No explanation. Red t-shirt or yellow t-shirt.
So it says, like potassium, sodium is an electrolyte that regulates the water flowing in and out of our cells. When there's too much sodium in the interstitial fluid that bathes our cells, water will naturally leave those cells by osmosis to restore the balance. This causes the cells to shrink. The most obvious symptoms of hypernatremia,
dehydration,
or an excess of salt are neurological unresponsiveness, lethargy, weakness. Too much salt in it can cause seizures or a coma.
Damn, I just said dehydration. You're like death.
Potentially, I mean, all of that can lead to death, but it won't necessarily kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have 47 teaspoons of salt.
Without being poisoned.
Sure. Yes. I'll agree to that.
Good. That's what you stated.
Yeah.
Where are we going with this?
You want to classify sriracha as a medicine because it makes you breathe
yeah.
for 30 minutes and then you can't breathe again.
Okay, well, menthol has the same effect. With those little menthol sticks, we sniff the menthol, it opens up your sinuses.
Yeah, that shit doesn't work for me.
You're full of shit. You turned me onto it because it worked for you.
Doesn't work for me.
We went to Target and bought it.
I've been
for that
congested
reason.
the last 3 days and I have my vapor stick. Yeah, it's in my right sinus.
I feel it in my fucking nostrils.
Yeah, I have my vapor stick. I've been huffing it and it hasn't worked.
You have it right now?
It's in the other room.
Let's hit it right now.
It's in the other room.
Let's hit it right now.
I'm okay.
Fine. I think sriracha should be considered a medicine, even though...
By the FDA? Or just by you?
I think
Do you want it to be like one of those, like, fucking... what's it called? Sorry, go ahead while I think about this.
I think the FDA could find a reasonable definition for chili peppers or sriracha or something spicy that opens up the sinuses. I think they could find a reasonable definition for the amount and the treatment. Yes.
So you want it to be considered like one of those holistic medicines? Like when you have a cold, eat some garlic and you'll feel better.
Could you throw it in the same category as drink vitamin C and you'll feel better? I want it in at least the same category, in the same regard as people being like...
Well, vitamin deficiencies are actually not holistic. It's actually real medicine.
Then I want it in the real medicine category.
It's not a vitamin deficiency, though. So, I mean, it wouldn't fall under take vitamin C and you'll feel better. If you're lacking vitamin C, you're going to feel bad.
But you could take sriracha and feel better.
You can eat a chili pepper and feel better.
Okay, so then I'd like the FDA to find what that is, what the cause of it is.
Capsaicin.
Capsaicin, then. I'd like capsaicin to be recognized as a drug, as a decongestant.
Write him a letter. I don't know what to tell you. The spice, the heat making thing is called capsaicin. That's what makes it register.
Can you buy capsaicin?
You sure you can? Pretty sure.
Just shotgunning the spelling. Hey, nailed it. Hey, look at that. It's a fucking drug. Woo!
Well, it's a powder.
Burn involved in...
You can drink beer and feel better. Yeah, you can.
Hops and barley, man. That's also naturally grown and occurring. And it's a vasodilator, so, it helps with blood
What does that
flow.
mean again?
It relaxes your blood vessels so blood flows more easily. You should probably Google that because I've been wrong about a lot of shit today. They're selling it as a fat burning.
You are
thing.
correct.
Yeah, I thought. It's so funny too. I actually looked that up pretty recently just to make sure. Capsaicin cream over the counter. What is the drug capsaicin used for? Capsaicin topically is used for temporary relief of muscle or joint pain caused by strains, sprains, arthritis, bruising, and bronchitis.
Here's a hot sauce that is on Amazon. It's called Pure Cap.
Nice.
Hot sauce. Ferociously fiery hot sauce. 500,000 heat units. Scoville.
I'll burn your dick off.
That's 100 times harder than a jalapeno. And it's literally sold in a fucking dropper. That's like, I would say, probably the closest thing to capsaicin in a liquid form.
Capsaicin topically can also be used to treat nerve pain.
Just burn it off.
In people who have herpes, zoster, or shingles. I've never heard of zoster before. I have to look it up, and I hope it's not disturbing.
Ugh. 16 million natural pure capsaicin crystals, 1 gram, 1.7 milliliter kit.
Don't look up zoster. It's like stretch marks with herpes. So capsaicin looks more like a
It's a compound.
Yeah, what's the dude, all these people are calling me right now. It looks more like a GNC product than it does a real medicine. Which
So
bugs
holistic.
me.
So it falls under the same category as marijuana and chiropractics.
But marijuana does have some real medical benefits.
So do chiropractics. But that shit's pseudoscience.
So sriracha should too. And that's the thing, is like, is there just enough science? Because no asshole woke up one day and was like, I want to study sriracha. I dare to dream, bro.
But someone cracked someone's back and was like, that felt good. Do it again.
It did. Oh, that's stress relief, baby. I need a massage. I need fucking...
But chiropractic doesn't do anything. That's the thing.
I mean, you say that, but drinking beer make... And that's the thing, right? Like, where do you draw the line? If you could drink beer, smoke weed, shoot heroin... At some point, they all make you feel differently, but how much of that actually heals you? Do you know what I'm saying?
You have to look at the long-term effects.
Exactly.
Heroin has very poor long-term effects.
That's a really poor short-term effects, too. The best way I heard this heroin described was the high's not that good. The come down is so painful, you never want to come down from it again.
I think we should try it on the show.
No. I heard that and I was like, that's like the realest shit ever. Because like, they told me the high wasn't good. I just didn't want to be sober from it because the withdrawals hurt.
Tune in Wednesday while we do H.
We shoot some H live. All right. We want to wrap this up?
That's not actually going to happen.
No, it's definitely not. I don't think you need to clarify that.
I need more time to actually find a supplier.
I have heroin dealers.
Then 2 days.
If you want me to find some heroin
I need to run
dealers.
it and make sure it's legit.
All right.
We're not actually going to do that.
No, we're definitely not. That would be sick. Way to go, Ruben. Hardcore motherfucker. Let's go.
We'll try it.
Wednesday, we shoot heroin with Ruben.
We'll do it so you don't have to.
Man versus medicine. There we go.
We'll see how much sriracha you can have in one sitting before you fucking explode.
Here's the thing.
We'll stop you at 46 teaspoons.
Yeah. I wouldn't make it that far. At a certain point, I would just have clear sinuses and stop. That's the benefit. It's non-addictive. No one's gonna be like, you know what I could go for right now, man? Give me some fucking sriracha. No one's ever said. I mean, sure, like I want some sriracha. Like
It would probably also cause nerve damage.
nerve damage.
Yeah.
It says it heals nerve damage.
Sriracha? I mean, if you have too much
The main component you were talking about earlier.
capsaicin. I feel like if you have too much spicy, it'll damage the nerves.
Too much spicy.
It'll damage the nerves in your mouth.
Taste buds?
Nerves.
I mean, at a certain point that becomes irrelevant, right? Because it would still have the same effect.
But you'll burn them. You burn them off.
Sure. Worst case...
Just because you can't feel pain doesn't mean you've experienced pain.
We need to study the long-term effects. Ask Mexico, hey, how many hot foods do you eat? And they say a lot. And then we say, can you still taste? And they say yes. And we go, science done.
Yeah. Raul was like, don't forget the salsa on your tacos. It's in that Gatorade bottle. I'm like, okay, put some on it. I have a whole fucking bunch on my taco. And he's like, go light. I'm like, cool, dude. Thanks.
You're like, too late.
I take one bite. It's hot as fuck. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you need... Cats can have a little salami.
A little bit of salami. I'm sitting there fucking dying.
Eating pounds of salami. Well...
Will we be here on Wednesday?
Probably not. Do you want to mention that now? Do you want to talk about that now? Because I think it's a very real thing we should talk about.
Well, I've already talked about that for January. I don't know about the rest of these 2 months.
So
that falls on you.
So Josh and I are seriously debating on whether or not, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but if we should continue.
Alec works Wednesday through Sunday, but sometimes he doesn't work on Sunday or Wednesdays.
So we're seriously, and Josh has school and other shit.
Starting in January.
Starting in January on Wednesday.
Already been mentioned.
So for sure, January we won't be doing podcasts on Wednesday. Yeah, we're almost there.
It depends on your work schedule.
We're just gonna go with the flow. I'm not. I don't want any like harder set rules or anything. But January, as of January, no Wednesday show. Sorry. Love you guys, but it's just not possible. We need to live.
Tune in the same time, same place on Monday, 3:00 Pacific Standard Time.
Thanks for hanging out.
Pacific Daylight Time. You know, it's an hour before, but it's an hour later at the same time.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Jesus Christ.
You know, you got to clarify.